head to toe. So we'll start off with the neck, work our way down to the shoulders, core, back, and chest. We're then going to go into the quads, hamstrings, calves, and glutes. Okay, so we're working our way from head to toe. We're then at the end going to do a bit of stretching on the mats as well. As I said, guys, it's going to be a nice chill class. I'm not a qualified yoga instructor, so it will be mainly stretching for today. I might do what I did last time, have like a little lay down at the end. Really just an excuse for me to chill, to be honest. I'll do my best to try and include as much as I can. I've watched a few of Kaz's classes, and I want to try and make it as similar as possible. Cool. So as I said, if you've got any questions, just let me know. I'm going to start the class now. So let's get some music on. Don't wait for me to take some water on board today, guys. If you do need to drink, feel free to take on water at any time. So let's start. 2 seconds. I'm going to bring the music down a tiny bit. So let's start with some breathing. So we're going to stand, relax the arms to the side, shoulders back, head up, breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. In through the nose and out through the mouth. Keep doing that, guys. I want you to focus on this breathing in all the stretches that we're going to be doing today. So to begin with, what we're going to do is very gently rotate and move our head to one side, so look over one shoulder. We're going to come back to a neutral position, and we're then going to look over the other shoulder. Back to neutral. We're going to look up to the ceiling. Unless we're outside, that'll be the sky then. And then to neutral. And then we're going to look back down to the floor. And to neutral, we're very gently going to roll the neck back to the back portion to start. And then we're going to roll the top portion now, so rolling the neck forwards. Still thinking about that breathing, guys. So in through the nose and out through the mouth. One hand behind the back. We're going to look in the opposite direction just to get a little bit more of a stretch in the neck. Again, as I said, guys, if you do need to sit down and you struggle with standing, feel free to do a lot of these upper body stretches, especially sitting down. And take the hand away. Other arm behind the back. Look in the opposite direction. Going to start to move those shoulders now. So bring the shoulders round, forwards. Arms can be anywhere you like. They should be relaxed. It's just the shoulders doing the work here. And we're going to go backwards now. So rolling back. I want you now to elevate the shoulders as high as you can and squeeze at the top. I then want you to depress and push them down as far as you can. And we're going to come up again. And down. I'm going to do 5 of these. I'm going to come up. And push down. 2 more. So up. Down. Last one. Just to stretch all the traps in the shoulders here and down. Pull one arm across the body. Hold that position. Swing the arms out and change sides. Just going to swing now. I want you to bring your arms round. Try and hug yourself. Okay, it looks a bit weird. It's all right, we've got no one watching us though, so we're all good. Try and get your arms round as far as you can. You feel that stretch in your back as you do this one. We're going to bring hands onto the hips. Pull the elbows together to open up the chest. Again, focusing on that breathing. Okay, and again, hug yourself. Let's get the arms round. So 2 opposite movements here. This time we're going to hands on the hips and try and take that a little bit further if you can. Really open up that chest. Keep your core nice and tight while you're doing it as well. And allow them to come through. Now we're going to go arms out in front of the body. Arms are relaxed, okay? They're staying straight. Arms are staying in this position. The only thing that's moving is your shoulder blades. You're pulling your shoulder blades back, and then you're allowing them to come forwards. So back, forwards. What you don't want to do is this, okay? Bending your arms, it's shoulder blade movement. This is a shoulder retraction and a shoulder protraction when we push away. So retract and protract. Do 2 more of these. Just feel that all in the back of your shoulders when you do it. Bring the arms to the sides now for me, guys. We're going to come up to the middle. We're then going to rotate, hands together. I'll show you kneeling so you can see me a little bit better. So hands to the middle, bring them together, back down, middle, together. Breathing in as we come up and out as we come down. Next one we're going to do is forwards for the shoulders, okay? So keep the core nice and tight. We're going to raise up above the head. Then when you get to the top, I want you to do a little push up and then come back down. Coming up above the head, push up, back down. Down. Do 2 more of these, guys. Well done. And back down. I'm going to go hands on the hips now. We're going to start to bring that lower back and core in. So we're going to go with hip circles to begin with. And we're going to change direction. So going the other way. Oh, don't know how I'm nearly falling over on this one. Good stuff. Well done, everyone. 2 options for this one. We can either put our hand above our head and reach to the side, or we can have our hands on our hips and reach. Completely up to you. Above the head's going to be a little bit harder. Do one side, and we're going to change sides. We do 5 on each side on this one. Good work. For our next one, carry on finishing that one off. We're not going to focus on stretching the hamstrings on this one. What I want you to do, okay, so don't worry about the hamstring stretch. All I want you to do is round your back forwards. Okay, you wouldn't do this when you're picking up weight. It's just for the stretch purpose. So round your back forward, allow it to round all the way over. Then we're going to come up. We're going to put our hands on the hips. We're going to reach back. And again, so rounding over. Allow that lower back to round right down. And of course, if you were to pick up an object, you'd want to bend your legs, pull that core in. Coming up, hands on the hips, and reaching back. Okay, we're going to do one more for the side core, okay, so for the obliques. It's going to be a hold though, so we're going to come down, hold for 10 to 15 seconds. Love this class. It always makes me feel so chilled. And we're going to come to the middle. Then we're going to go to the other side. If you guys want to grab yourself a quick drink of water, we've done the upper body and we've done the core. We're going to move on to the legs next. So grab yourself a quick drink. Well done. Hi, Sharon. Hello, Emma. See another couple of people there. Gillian, hello. Good to see you as well. So let's go into our lower body now. So what we're going to do, one leg out in front, other knee slightly bent. We're going to reach down as far as we feel comfortable towards the toe. We're start to add a bit more developmental stretching here. So we're going to hold for 10 seconds to begin with. We're then going to come up and we're going to take it further for another 10 seconds. So we're going to come up now. And again, this time, see if you can reach that little bit further down when you're doing it. And this one's good because it's single-sided. It's also working on your balance. Really important component of fitness that a lot of people neglect. And we're going to change legs. So other side, reaching down. Holding for 10 seconds. Keep that leg straight though. That leg in front needs to be nice and straight. And we're going to come up. And again, we're going to come down. Feel that stretch. Take that a little bit further. Bring our legs nice and wide apart now. Very gently, we're going to lean to one side. So move over to one side. And go back to the middle. Then move to the other side. Now, if you can, take those legs a tiny bit wider. And exactly the same. To one side. Back to the middle, the other side, back to the middle, come to the top, and very gently reach down between the legs as far as you feel comfortable, keeping them nice and straight. Hold that position there. We're going to come up, those legs back together, standing on one leg for the next one. We're going to grab the foot, pull it towards the bum, knee pointing towards the ground and the hips in a neutral position. We're going to do 10 seconds like this. Now I want you to allow your knee to come further back. Try and get a stretch in the hip in that leg. So feel that stretch. Sort of more the groin area if you can. Allowing the knee to come back. And leg down. We're going to change sides. So to start with, 10 seconds, knee pointing towards the ground, hips in a neutral position. And now pull back, allow that knee to come back, feel that stretch in the hip. So next one, we're going to stand on one leg to begin with. Bring the other knee nice and high, arms out to our sides. Hold that balanced position. Core nice and tight. And we're going to change sides. So other leg. Bring that up nice and high. Arms to the sides. try and use that foot on the ground as your balance strategy, moving from side to side. Core tight. Bring that foot down. Going back onto the other leg, we're going to do some abduction and adduction swings. Okay, so abduction is where we're taking away from the midline of the body. Adduction is when we're bringing it towards. So what we're going to do is swing out, through, back to the middle. Nice and controlled. Out, through, back to the middle. Out. Good, well done. And breathing again. Breathing in as we come up. Out as we come down. We've done 5 on one leg. We're going to do 5 on the other leg. So I'm changing sides now. So if you're following me, I'm sure you did 5 there. Now, with everyone talking about the football recently, it'd be rude not to add in a football themed stretch. So what we're going to do this time is we're going to kick through and then allow it to come back. Kick through and allow it to come back. You can use a water support like me if you struggle with balance, or you can do it without and really test yourself. We're doing 5 on each side on this one. When you've done one side, of course, you want to do the other leg. Okay, one more for the hamstrings from standing. Keep the legs nice and straight. I want you to now reach down as far as you feel comfortable towards the toes, whilst keeping those knees nice and straight. We're going to hold for 10 seconds. We're going to come back up, and then we're going to try and take it a little bit further. And we're going to come up. Why not? Hands on the hips, reach back a little bit as well, just to open up. And again, come down, legs nice and straight. Try and, if you can, push that flexibility, take that a little bit further. So next one we're going to do, guys, feel free to grab yourself a drink if you need. So we are going to go down onto the floor in a second. So for our next one, we're going to transition onto the ground. So to start off with, it's going to be a lunge. Okay, so we're lunging in and then we're pushing through. We're going to do 10 seconds, hold in that position, and then we're going to do 10 seconds coming down onto the knee and holding that position. Okay, but start off with the standing one. So 10 seconds leaning in, feel that stretch, keep the core nice and tight, the shoulders back and the head up on this one. We're now going to very gently allow our knee to come down, feel that stretch in the hip. If you don't feel it much, you can always bring that front leg further forward, depending on how flexible you are. Hold that position there. Want to make it harder, you can also lean over that leg. Open it up even more. And we're going to come back. We're going to come up and change sides. So other leg, one forward, one back, leaning in. Keep holding that position there for me, guys. 3 seconds. And now we're going to come down onto the knee. Victoria, if you just do your best on these ones, feel free to add in some of your own upper body stretches. You could even just do very gentle movements. Just don't take it through the full range of motion. And we're going to bring that knee down onto the ground. So we're kneeling now. We're going to put our hands down. We're going to push our lower back into the ground. Feel that stretch in the lower back. You can always do this one as a standing stretch as well. If you have a chair, you can put your hands on the chair. That might take the pressure away from the knees and things like that. Allowing to push your hips back. Try and get your elbows down towards the floor. The downward facing dog. Got to use those yoga terms. We're going to come back through again. Upward facing dog. Shoulders back. I want you now to add a little twist. So if you look at me, I'm looking over one shoulder, but I'm rotating the core as I do it, okay? And then alternating between sides. Shouldn't be just a head movement, okay? The core should be rotating as you do it as well. We're going to push back again. Do this one more time, guys. So we're going to come back through again. Over one shoulder. Over the other shoulder. And we're going to push back. Stretch those shoulders out. Come up onto our knees again. Very popular stretch, the next one, okay? I know it's got a yoga name, but I'm not 100% sure what it's called. I want you to cross the front leg over, okay? And then lean in. Feel that stretch in the glute. Okay, I'll show you that from the front, for those of you that haven't done it before. So cross the front leg over and then lean in to feel that stretch. Again, on this one, we're going to hold for 10 seconds. Okay, we're then going to come up and give ourselves a little rest. And we're going to hold for another 10 seconds and try and take it a little bit further. Really try and feel that stretch. Pigeon, Emma, legend, thank you. So we're going to come up, have a little rest. And then we're going to come back down. Hold for another 10 seconds, try and take it a little bit further. Pigeon kind of makes sense for this one, actually, now I think about it. I think Kaz was showing me the dancer's pose the other week. There's no way I'm holding that, so I can't really teach you guys how to do it if I can't hold it myself. And we're going to change sides. So let's bring the other leg out in front. Lean down in. Feel that stretch. We're going to push up, have a little rest. And again, allow that to come down. Really feel that stretch as you do so. Allowing you to come back up to kneeling. All I want you to do is try and, if you can, sit back onto your heels and then come up. Sit back onto your heels and come up. And come back to the knees. We're now going to take a sitting down position. So take a seat. Feet together, pull the feet in towards us. We're going to apply a little bit of pressure on the inside of the legs, keeping the core nice and tight, the shoulders back. Try and feel that stretch in the groin, okay? So a bit of pressure on the inside of the leg. And release that pressure. And now I'm going to try and take it a little bit further on that stretch. Hold that position, guys. Legs nice and straight. I want you to take a lie down. Hands to our sides. We're going to do glute bridges. So push through the heels to raise the bum up. Squeeze at the top. The glute exercise. Then allow it to come back down. Squeeze at the top. Then allow it to come back down. Have a little rest at the bottom. You will find when you're lying down that you naturally have an arch under your lower back. So put your hands underneath that arch. You can feel that arch now. What I want you to do is try and close that arch. So to do that, you need to push your pelvis backwards, squeeze your tummy muscles as hard as you can, and that will seal that arch. So push your hips back, squeeze your core, and you will feel that arch close. We're just going to do a few repetitions of that, okay? So allow it to come back and then close the arch. When you do things like sit-ups, crunches, leg raises, you want to focus on closing that arch because it's what engages your core. It's so easy to do sit-ups and things like that using your hip flexors and not actually engaging your abdominals when you do them. Okay, and stop there, guys. We're going to have a lay down and relax for a couple of minutes. I want you to focus on breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. In through the nose and out through the mouth. Just try and relax your body as much as you can. All the energy from today's session be released. Keep that breathing going in through the nose and out through the mouth. And we're going to sit up and finish the class there. Well done, guys. All did fantastically. Kind of almost sent me off to sleep there at the end. You all did really well. Thanks all for joining. As I said, I'm going to hang around at the end to answer any questions that you guys have got. Could be about injuries, rehab. It could be about training, fitness-related questions. I normally take the HIIT type classes, so this is something really nice for me to take today, something completely different. But as I said, if you've got any questions at all about what we've done today or anything fitness related, please feel free to hang around at the end. Please go and subscribe to our YouTube channel and go and check out our other videos. Thanks a lot, guys. Have a lovely day, and I'll see you all later.